All right. Greetings. Welcome back for everybody that's been here with us. Welcome to those that haven't been here with us. We are the Healing Flame Collective. I am Maurice.
I'm Janice B. Welcome tonight.
Yeah, and we are here for the flower full moon, flower moon. Um, yeah, so give you all a little bit of time to come in and let some other people know that we're here. Just go ahead and send them the message, send them a tag, send them forward it to them. Let them know, hey,
Then come
we're
on.
on.
Come
Um,
on.
and while you're doing that, just to kind of let you know, if you ever miss a full moon meditation, you can come right back here to this channel and watch the old ones. If you want to kind of get acquainted with the moon that you notice coming up, you can go look at the one we did last year
Right.
and kind of feel out what that's going to be like. But yeah, it's always a good celebration, good recognition of the full moon. And
It's also good to come back if you we do the card readings at the end, which we're going to talk about. But if you want to come back and revisit what the card meant, because
yep,
sometimes things transpire right later on. You're like, oh yeah, that was in my reading. Let me go
right,
back and listen again.
right. All right, so I'm not going to prolong
Okay.
a whole lot.
What's first? What's first?
So yeah, so we're doing the flower moon meditation today.
Right.
Um, some people, this is kind of self-explanatory what the flower moon is, but this is when flowers start to bloom. Um, and yeah, so it's when flowers start to bloom. It is the fifth full moon of this year. It's
And
the in Scorpio. um and it is the second of the spring full moons. So with that, there are some other things that's happening with this moon that I'm having. Listen,
it's a crazy time right now. Let's say that.
yeah,
Because
that's first.
Mercury's in retrograde. Good times, right? That means a lot of chaos, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of things, communication, electronics breaking down. They tell you not to make any long term plans. Don't, address any kind of conflicts. Just let things be still until it passes over, which should be mid May, right?
Yep.
So this is happening. The full moon's happening during Mercury in retrograde. This is also a penumbral. Is that right? Penumbral
That's the word I couldn't say.
eclipse. Penumbral eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse as well with the full moon. So that means the penumbra is the shadow around the earth, like the light of the around the earth, and the moon is passing through that, and it creates an eclipse. So that's even more energy because eclipse is like dark, intense kind of reflection times. Back in the olden days, they were afraid of eclipses. They didn't know what was going on. Of course, it's getting, it scares them. Anything like that was scary. But all that chaos with retrograde, the eclipse, the lunar eclipse, is going to make things super, super, super chaotic and out of sorts. So hold tight until the middle of May. Hold tight until the retrograde passes, because by then the moon will be back to normal. And hopefully it'll be a little bit less chaotic. Good
Yes.
good times.
Yeah, good
Good
times.
times. In Scorpio. Let's just burn it
Yeah,
all down.
I'm just going
Burn
to sit
it
in the
down.
house.
So, are you reflecting on this movie? Would you want me to tell you about Scorpio, or what are we
Yeah,
doing?
go ahead.
So, Scorpio's the sign. The sun sign right now is Taurus, and the moon is in Scorpio. So Scorpio is it's just the transformational sign, the sign of transformation, of emotions, of passion. Um, that's on the good side. But it's very intense. It's very emotional and intense. It's a water sign. So this is going to cause a lot of emotional disruptions for people, I think, right now with this moon. So just again, hold tight, stay in the house, like Maurice said, do all your little shadow work. Shadow work is a great thing to be doing right now. Perfect timing with this crazy energy. And I had a client the other day who didn't know what shadow work is. I know a lot of people hear the term and they're like, I don't really know what it means. It really just means kind of sitting with the things that I don't want to say trigger. I hate to use that word all the time, but things that bother you, like if you see something or somebody says something and that kind of makes you feel in a bad way, sitting with that and figuring out why that's happening and reflecting on that and letting it, not necessarily letting it go, but just really being more mindful of those traumas and those things that have happened to us that make us who we are today so we can evolve.
We should do a virtual workshop. That if y'all gonna come along and join us, but we should do like a workshop on shadow work.
Yeah, we could. Definitely.
All right.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and Scorpios love it. Let's get it. So anyway, full moon is on at 1:36 p.m.
Okay.
Which is interesting to me. I feel like when we gather in the evening for the full moons and like it's already happened during the day, I feel like we missed it, but it's still there.
Right.
That's just when it peaks. It's a weird feeling. You think it's gonna be nighttime and it's gonna be peaking right at nighttime, but it doesn't always do that.
Right.
Anyway.
So we have some announcements, right?
We do. We do.
We have a couple of things going on. June 4th, we will be back at Flourish for our healing circles there. Nalaja is hosting us once again. And so if you are interested in attending that, all you have to do is contact the store, Flourish Baltimore. You can send them a message through social media. You can call the store. Just make sure you let them know that you want to be in on the healing circle with the Healing Flame Collective. And then they'll take it from there. It's limited seating.
I was just going to say it's limited space.
Don't wait. Don't wait.
If you've never been in Flourish, it's a really awesome, like I think they call it a lifestyle boutique, but it's really a lot of metaphysical stuff, crystals, sage, journals, clothing, everything you could possibly want. Jewelry, all this really cool stuff, books. All this imports and things. And we do it right in the middle of the store. So we're literally sitting right in the middle of the store, and it's not a gigantic store. So it's very intimate. It's a great crowd. It's fun. So come on out.
Don't wait. So I'll say it. My Baltimoreans, we like to wait until the last minute, and that's not recommended in this scenario. So, make sure you get on that list before they close it, and because it's already full. So. That's that, and then we have Karma Fest coming up.
Karma Fest, yes, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
great festival.
So that's June 24th and 25th of this year at Stepping Stone Park, which is in Harvey Grace, Maryland.
Beautiful park.
Yeah, there's some pictures on our website if you kind of want to get a view on what that park looks like and what the atmosphere is like. I think I'm gonna do some more video this year, like of the vendors.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's one of the biggest holistic festivals, I guess, holistic metaphysical festivals in the DMV area for sure. And we're going to be there on the 24th, on Saturday, the 24th, hitting the main stage. I think at 2:30. We'll do our main stage performance, and then we do a workshop at, I think it's 5:30. And the workshop this time is going to be donation based. It's going to be more open, sound bath, healing. Meditation, things like that. So there's a lot of workshops you can attend. There's vendors, there's food, there's lots of crystal vendors. It's amazing stuff. Yeah. Definitely be there.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I think it's karmafest.com if they want to check it out. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yep. They can buy tickets. You have to buy tickets for the whole festival, but our performance is included in with that ticket purchase.
And I like to remind people, listen, please bring money because you're gonna want to spend money. The vendors, I'm every time
sunscreen.
almost and sunscreen. Almost every year, I show up with not enough money. I always want to get more. So
yeah,
show
that's
up
true.
with that. And I would also suggest to plan for the majority of the day. Like this is not a festival where you want to pop in and pop out. Like it's a lot to do.
Yeah,
a lot to experience. So
it's over the whole park.
Yeah,
it's everywhere, indoor areas and outdoor areas. It's amazing. It's really
this is
amazing.
Not okay. We're going to go to the festival for an hour or
right.
2. This is not that festival.
Exactly.
All
so
right.
we hope to see you there.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Yes. So, let's talk about, for the people that haven't been with us and haven't experienced what we do here, let's talk about what is going to happen.
Okay.
And I need one of those slides where like, what's going to happen? You
Right.
know? All right. So if you are not already wearing earbuds or headphones, that's the first suggestion. Like, wear earbuds and headphones. You'll get a better experience that
Mhm.
way. You'll be able to hear the voices better, the music better. And you want to get into a place where you can get comfortable and not be interrupted during
It's easier to
the
shut out your
guided
family when you have
meditation.
headphones on too.
Yeah. So if you can, I know we've had people that sat in their cars and done the meditation, gone off to different rooms. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it, but find a place that's kind of comfortable for you, and where you won't be interrupted. What's going to happen after that? We're going to start into a guided meditation.
Mhm.
Janice is going to start making sure that we can hear her voice with the music and all of that great stuff, getting that balanced. And then you're going to go through a guided meditation. After the guided meditation is coming to an end, when it's coming to an end, Janice is going to bring you out of the meditation. What that means is what it means is just bringing your awareness back into the space that you're in. After that happens, we would love to see your comments about what your experience was with the meditation, how it made you feel. Feel free to flood the comments with that. We love reading those. And while you're doing that, we'll be preparing for the card pull. We will be using Work Your Light Oracle cards today. So when we pull from this deck, what you're going to do is pick a number 1, 2, or 3. You can put the number that you choose in the comments if you like. If
Not
you
now.
don't, not now. But when we get to that part, if you want to put your number in the comments, you can. You're not obligated to, of course. And we're going to pull the cards. We're going to show you the cards, kind of do a reading with the card. And then after that, we'll, close out. And then that'll be everything.
Sounds good. You guys ready? Are you ready?
Let me get ready.
All right. What music are they listening to today?
We will be doing Third Eye.
Third Eye Chakra.
Right. And while we're there, let's shout out Vanessa, who's being Oz in the background.
How's it?
Orchestrating everything. And now we need to.
She's our chat moderator.
Applaud button.
Right, I know. Our behind the scenes administrator and chat moderator.
Right.
Right. All right.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get into our comfortable places and get ready.
And since this is the flower moon, let's think about and Scorpio being a transformational sign, and Mercury retrograde, and the eclipse. Let's think about the fact that the flower moon is about the flowers now in full bloom, but they had to go through a transformation, right? So they were buried in the dirt, in the darkness, talking about that shadow stuff. They were buried. Couldn't see them. It was cold. And they made their way through the soil, beginning their transformation. And now they're in bloom. Now their beauty is there in front of you. Think about that in relation to your goals and your dreams and the things that you really started with manifesting at the beginning of the year, or maybe in the winter time, goals that you set, things you wanted to achieve, and focus on where you are now with those. Are there things that still need to be let go of? Are there things that need to be looked at again? Or do you just want to stand in that splendor of having everything bloom the way you want it to, and where you're going from this point on? That's a good focus, I think.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Time for my headphones. All right. The music. Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me talking? All right. So, like we said, just get comfortable. Highly recommend turning off your phone unless you're listening to us on the phone. Then do not disturb would be great. Control your environment as much as you can, dimming your lights, burning some candles, some incense, giving your kids something to do for a little bit, closing the door, locking yourself away. Get comfortable seated or lying on the bed or on the couch, whatever's comfortable for you. You do not have to lay down. You do not have to be in any kind of certain position to receive the meditation. And let's start with taking a nice big deep breath in. And release. And do that 2 more times at your own pace, breathing in deeply and releasing. Now closing your eyes when you're ready. And allow your breath to soften and slow down. Allowing your breath to flow at its natural rhythm without controlling it. Without judgment. Allowing your whole body to relax. The muscles in your scalp release and soften. Your face and your jaw relaxing. Your neck muscles drop into your shoulders and soften. Breathing naturally, your chest gently expanding with each breath. As your shoulders and arms drop and relax. Any tension in your back and torso dissipates and floats away. Your lower body, your sit bones, your legs and feet, are gently connected to earth energy. You are calm and relaxed. Centered and open to the moon's energy. Continuing to breathe naturally. The flower moon is shining on a new season for you. New life, new hope. Take a moment to visualize this new version of yourself. Where are you headed? What seeds did you plant early in the year that are now blooming in front of you? What will this new season bring for you? Holding that picture in your mind's eye, see yourself vibrating at the highest version of yourself. As you sit with this vision, allow the moon's power, the moon's renewing energy to surround you. Calling in your angels, guides, and ancestors. A circle of power surrounding you, illuminated by the moon. Releasing all things that no longer serve you in this new version of yourself. Illuminated by the moon, see yourself achieving your goals, your dreams. Standing powerfully in your truth. No longer held back or hindered by the past. The seeds you planted have broken free as they blossom and grow. You are still and peaceful tonight, relaxed and ready for the new season. The transformation has begun, aligning you with your new vision, ready for this new season, ready for the reward of a new start. The moon above, igniting your light inside, filling you with power, filling you with hope, Carry this feeling with you as you hold the moon's power inside tonight and in the days to come. Bringing your awareness back into the room. Back into your body. Back into your fingers and toes. When you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in and release. Bringing your awareness back into your eyes. And when you're ready, open your eyes and return.
All right. We
And
are
we're
back.
Welcome back. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know if you noticed anything, any observations. If you want to share, put them in the chat. No pressure.
Pressure.
Do it.
Pressure.
You can do it. Maurice is shuffling because
We are about to do our card pulls.
I thought you were going to say every day I'm shuffling.
Oh, no, I was getting to that.
I was trying to cue you.
I was getting ready. I'm
I was trying to set it up.
I'm great. Get there. So at this point, you guys can begin to pick your numbers, 1, 2, or 3. The deck that we are using today, you just took. Okay.
Is Work Your Light.
Work Your Light, right?
Vanessa had the picture up there for them.
Yeah, and so you want to pick your number 1, 2, or 3, and if you would like to share, sometimes it's good to share when you want to come back and look at it and see what number did I pick, and
Right.
see how it aligned with your life. You don't, however, have to, but if you would like to, you can put that in the comments. And now I'm sitting over here. I know y'all can't see it on camera, but yeah. Every day I'm shuffling.
You just say every month I'm shuffling. Every month I'm shuffling.
I know, right?
I just want to read this real quick from the Welcome to the Work Your Light Oracle part of their book. I use this deck a lot. It's for me, it's a bright deck. Obviously, Work Your Light, right? It's very pastel-y and flowery and girly. And I usually tend to get the darker decks. But this is a nice one. It says, the Work Your Light Oracle was created to help you connect with wisdom, to hear the whispers of your soul, to tap into the collective field, to access and increase your psychic senses, to bring your life into alignment, and to surrender back to the rhythm of the universe. I think that's a nice message.
Yes.
It's a nice for the new season coming for everybody with this moon. With the flowers. It's got flowers on the deck. It's the flower moon. Yay.
Right.
All right, so pick your numbers 1, 2, or 3. I usually say just whatever comes to your mind first because people overthink it. And sometimes there may be more than one card that resonates with you. Sometimes the cards, I guess I should say when we're doing this kind of a reading, if you haven't been here before, this is not usually like a personal reading. It's a more general reading. And I use the cards. I don't read the book for the cards. All the cards have a meaning according to the author. I just use them as a cue for what I'm getting intuitively at that moment. So it may resonate with one person in particular. Sometimes I feel that like it's one person's card. Sometimes it's one of our cards. But it can be more than one person's card, right? So
Right.
just pick your number and here we go. This is number
All right,
one.
so we
Oop.
fanned it out. Here we go.
The fan is pressure for me because I never know like where to start. I'm gonna go down here, I think. Let's see. Oh, okay.
All right, so for our number ones, the word is mirror. I'm feeling old now. It says, who or what is triggering you?
Oh,
mirror. Who or what is triggering you?
That's a great card for this moon in Scorpio, in the eclipse, and Mercury retrograde. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mirror.
That's the number one's mirror. Who or what is triggering you?
Mm-hmm. All right, number one's mirror. The picture. Let me just check it out. She's looking like into the water or ice or whatever. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great card right now when we're talking about shadow work. I don't think it's a coincidence that card came up first, right? So mirror, we're looking at ourselves, right? We're looking at our own reflection and it's saying who or what is triggering you. And so the work that has to be done is always with yourself first. You always have to work with yourself first. So this, I just got a message in my head of adversaries. So I don't know who that, maybe somebody that resonates with them, but I said, look at your adversary. So when you have someone or something that is triggering you, and when I say triggering, I'm saying, okay, brings about a feeling you don't like. So it could be a person, it could be somebody on social media. You're really annoyed by them. Every time you see a reel from them, you're like, ugh, you just drive me crazy. Or there's something about a person you're working with at work that just gives you that bad feeling, like, I just don't feel good. You need to first look at yourself because generally, and I'm certainly not a psychologist, but generally, if there's something about somebody that bothers you, it's because that resides inside of you as well. And that's your shadow self. That's the part you don't want to look at. You don't want to look at that part. That's the part that has shame and things like that. So I usually give this example, and this is not necessarily for this reading, but just so you'll understand what I'm saying, because people say, I don't do that, that person, whatever. It's not about the action they're taking. It's the energy behind it. So like, let me give you an example. If you see somebody, so if you were as a child, you were told to be quiet. You were never allowed to speak your mind. You were, speak when spoken to. You had to be quiet, or you grew up in an environment where you were oppressed or just not allowed to be who you are. And you see somebody now living their authentic self, being their true self online and being loud and talking about it, and you feel angry or jealous or mad because this person is allowed to be free. Okay, this person is not afraid to speak up and be who they are. And there's a part inside of you that resents that because you want that freedom. You have the freedom. You just don't realize it because you have been traumatized basically in your past. So that's something inside of you that's made you shy and think you can't say what you want to say. And when you see somebody else living authentically or living out loud, it's triggering for you. That's an example. So you need to look in the mirror and say, why is that person or why is that situation making me upset or making me feel a certain way? And do that work inside.
We had a president that made me feel like that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, so this is really about shadow work. That's what that card is about. It's looking at yourself and realizing the role that you play in the things that are holding you back. the things that are bothering you or triggering you. What is it about you? What is it about the way you're perceiving it that's making that happen?
I'm talking about the man
In the mirror.
who-
Make a change. Make that change.
All right. All right. Those that pick number 2, get ready. Here we go.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 2. The number 2 is you have get grounded. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature.
Yes.
Get grounded. Empaths, period. Highly sensitives, period. Connect with nature, period.
Period.
With the T.
Right. Okay. This one is somebody's message tonight. I think it's all of our messages, but there's somebody in particular. A lot of times when we are empaths, and empaths, we don't know, are people who can take on the energies of other people. They can feel the things other people are feeling, with or without knowledge about those things. Highly sensitive people are just really people who are tuned into energy around them. What was the other thing?
Oh, highly sensitives and
Just connect with nature. Okay.
Yep.
So the number one thing, when you get caught up in these kind of emotions, because when we're feeling energy from other people, it can affect us physically. Okay. We know that as empaths, we know that the number one thing to do, the first thing they will tell you to do is go barefoot. Get grounded, feel the earth, walk on the grass. Sometimes people aren't in a situation where they can do that immediately. So it could just be really recognizing your feet for the moment, really recognizing that you have feet on the ground, that your earth energy is always moving up, even if we're not aware of it. Connecting with that energy, just breathing into it for a minute, getting yourself grounded, getting in your body, getting out of somebody else's energy field and getting back into your body. People do all kinds of things to get that physical feeling in their body. If you are out in nature, touching a tree, picking up rocks, touching the dirt, anything that gets you grounded into the earth, like literally. If you don't have access to that, but you have a plant or something like that, just really touching the earth on the plant, sitting there with that for a moment, that will help as well. Doing lower body work, so exercises with your root chakra, sitting, seated positions, things like that. Get connected to the earth. This chaotic time right now is really difficult for empaths. We are really, really going through it. So we already know anytime Mercury's in retrograde, we know it ahead of time. We got the shadow. We know when it's coming. People start acting janky. Things are crazy. And now it's an eclipse. It's in Scorpio. It's like, ah. Get grounded, sit down, breathe into your lower body, touch a tree, whatever you got to do. Try to stay grounded and try to do that every single day, especially through the middle of May until the retrograde is over. But there's definitely one person I think listening tonight who knows that this is all about them. We all can reflect in a certain way. But if you do energy work as well, it's even harder right now to stay grounded because you're really stepping into people's energy fields who need help, right? And you're feeling that, and you can sometimes get really exhausted. So just take time for yourself, connect with energy of the earth, connect with the ground, and try to be as stable and secure as you can every day. Try to carve out a few minutes every day to make that happen.
So off on a tangent real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You deal with crystals real heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And crystals is one of the new things that everybody likes to get into.
Yeah.
So what crystals could somebody use to help them be more grounded?
Yeah, good question. Basically all the dark crystals are lower body protection grounding crystals, most of them. I feel the best ones for really earth grounding are hematite, hematite, whatever you want to say. Smoky quartz is a great grounding one, and smoky quartz is really good because it takes the negativity and throws it back out. It changes it and sends it back out. A lot of people hang on to tourmalines, the tourmalines and the obsidians, but that's the ones they know as like blockers and things like that. Those work, but you can get earth grounded even with like earth stone. How about bloodstone? That's a great stone. That's a great stone to connect with, and that does a lot of. Bloodstone helps you deal with that, the energies of like people who are bullying you or condescending, that kind of micromanaging energy at work. Bloodstone's a great one for that. So yeah, all those red, black, dark stones really help you. But I would say really connect if you're going looking for crystals. See which ones make you feel more grounded. Hematite's heavy. It's a heavy stone. So when you pick it up, it's like, oh. And that works with blood and kidneys and your lower body as well. So I always say just pick the one you feel grounds you more, but those ones are definite good ones for sure. An African bloodstone, there's two different bloodstones. There's a bloodstone that's green that has like little green dots on it. Let's see, little drops of blood. That's one type of bloodstone. African bloodstone is normally gray, a little bit of clear occlusions with red spots in it, dark and light gray. Yeah, it's a nice stone to work with. And the red is definitely root chakra, so it's a win-win. All right. So that was number 2. Number 3. Oh boy.
All right, number 3s. Number 3s. Your word is no.
No.
No. It says wait, period. Postpone, period. Pause, period.
Damn.
Say no, period.
My name is no. My sign is no.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more clear than that.
My number is no. You need to let it go.
This is for number 3s. Here you go.
No.
Wait, postpone, pause, say no.
I like cards like this because there's like a slap in the face. It's like a matter of fact. And people don't like to take the messages from the cards. They want, well, what about this? But I think that's not the right card. And if you pick 3, the word is no. Okay, so whatever it is that you are hanging on to, making excuses for, I think it's a person. The answer is no. It's not the time, it's not the place, it's not the right energy for you right now. And understand, this is the other thing. It's not black and white, like yes, no. Right now, it's a no. It's a no for me, dog. Right now, it's a no. So put it on hold. Did it say that? Pause. Yes, pause, postpone, stop. Don't put any more energy into this effort. I don't know if it's a person. I feel like it's maybe something involving a project with a person, something like that. So it's not the time. It's just not the time for it right now. This is a really this kind of card's easy because it's like nope. There's not a lot of other extra info, but I do think that we can pause things temporarily and then they can be revisited later. But at this particular moment, under this moon, in this chaos, with all of this craziness going on and this transformational energy going on, it's not the time to have anything that's going to distract you from that process, what you're going through. So you need all of your energy. You don't need anything extra holding you back from moving to the next phase. And so for right now, it's a no. So if you had a question, should I be doing this? No. The card says no.
As I know some people I've talked to recently actually have had issues with saying no and have complimented me on you say no so easily. And one of the things that I've learned and I've applied, I didn't make this up, but I have applied it where for me to get over the anxiety and the guilt trip of saying no, like, oh, I'm saying no to this, whatever. I've learned that when I'm saying no, I'm actually saying yes to myself.
Right. Absolutely.
And, that's for anybody you haven't applied. If you're having trouble, saying no and you haven't as a people pleaser, it was hard for me to start saying no, but my no meant yes to the betterment of me and saying yes to what's best for me. So it didn't feel as uh, negative and daunting.
It's funny that this is coming. Not funny. It's never a coincidence, but this card is coming up because I just had a session the other day where the client specifically asked me, I'm working on my boundaries,
Mhm.
right? My energetic boundaries. Is as empaths and sensitives, we want to, you said the word people please. We want to help people. We want them to feel better. That's what we want. And when we set a boundary for people in situations that are draining energy from us, because there are people, you're helping people, that's wonderful, that's what we do. There are people that just keep taking and taking and taking, and you have to set a boundary up. So when you set that boundary up, I'm not going to do this anymore. When you set that boundary up, people are not going to like it. Guess what? They're not going to like it. They're not going to be happy. And the people pleaser in you is going to feel guilty.
Mhm.
You're going to have doubts, and you're not going to feel, it's not going to feel good. It's going to be hurtful to you. And that's where another thing where you're going to have to sit with that. Why do I feel responsible for this? Why am I allowing myself to feel this way? Right. So it's when you set a boundary as a people pleaser, people will not be pleased because you're basically telling them, like the card said, no, I can't. And you don't have to be mean with no. No isn't a negative thing, No is I'm not able to do that. That's not in alignment with where I'm going right now, is a great way to say it. That doesn't work for what I have planned, right? That's not going to work for me. I'm sorry. But thanks. I always end, but thanks. Then I'm like, thank you for the opportunity, but I'm not interested, is a no. Right?
Yes.
There's lots of ways to say no without it seem so harsh, but they all mean the same thing.
For my introvert friends, you can just do this.
You can just say, nah, I'm good.
Straight face.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
All right.
Let's recap. All right. Let us know in the chat if you want to. You don't have to tell us what your number was, but if something really resonates and you want to put it in the chat, let us know. If you don't want to, if it's personal, you want to hit us up, you can just email us at the Healing Flame Collective at gmail.com and let us know whatever it is you want to get more info on or whatever. All right, number 1 is mirror. Look at your adversaries is what I wrote. Mm-hmm. Doing the shadow work, looking at the things that bother you and realizing that those are things that are inside of you that you have to work on. I don't like that person so talkative, they get on my nerves. There's something inside of you that's making that happen. There's something about them being talkative that's an issue for you. Think about it. All right, number 2.
Number 2 is get grounded, empaths, high sensitives, and to connect with nature.
Yes. So get grounded. This person, I think, has been feeling this. I think I said it was a person. Making sure that you're taking time every single day to get your feet on the ground, get yourself connected to earth energy, go outside if you can, spend some time at the park, sit by a tree, sit on a bench in the park, feel the earth on your feet, walk around barefoot, anything like that. Even the rain is very grounding. So, and we were talking about the crystals as well. Mm-hmm. So, red jasper, smoky quartz, any of the dark, protective crystals, the black crystals, obsidian, tourmaline, you can work with those and meditate with those as well to get yourself grounded, or carry them in your pocket. That works too. Number 3
was one simple word: no.
Nope.
Just wait, postpone, pause, say no.
Yes. So make sure that you are keeping those boundaries, that it's not a bad thing to say no right now. Right now is not the time for what's getting ready to happen. What this situation is could bring is not the time. So put it on the back burner. No, you can say no and think in your head, okay, it's no for now, but it's no right now. No, there's no other way to say it. Well, there are other ways. It's not in alignment with where I'm going. But not now. Pause it and keep moving, and then you can always circle around and see what's going on later. But right now, it's no.
Yes.
No.
Never said
Not yes, no. All right. Let us know what you guys think. We hope to see you out at Flourish on the 4th of June, correct?
Mm-hmm. And at
Karma
Fest.
Fest on the 24th.
And for the next moon meditation.
That's right. And don't Karma Fest. Don't be rolling up at 4 o'clock because we're gonna be on stage at 2:30. You're gonna miss it. So do not miss it. The stage is fantastic. Come out, bring your money,
Right.
buy some crystals, get some food,
Right.
and come hang out with us.
All right. Until next time.
Bye.
See ya.
See you then.